You're watching McLaren Port Huron Today's Health Program, and I'm speaking with the Director of Surgical Services, Kathleen McKenna, about a new program to assist our special needs patients called Levi's Link when they come to the hospital for surgery. Kathleen, thanks for speaking with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here to discuss Levi's Link.
Yeah, I've been hearing some great things about this program. So tell me about the program and how it's going to help our patients.
So Lynn Griefor came to me and said that a donor to the hospital would like to start a program in surgery for autism spectrum disorder. So I said, wow, this is going to be something new for us, and that's a good thing. We met with Megan Wilson. We talked about the program out of Children's Valley Hospital called George's Pass, and we kind of wanted to base our program here on that. About a week or two later, I got a phone call from Lynn again, and we found out that a Girl Scout within our community, Casey Paul, was going for her gold badge, and she would like to put in some hours to something that would be beneficial to children going through surgery. So I'm like, this is a sign from somewhere. It's telling us that we're going to put these two people together and we're going to build this program. So we're just thrilled about it.
That's great. It sounds like an amazing program, but there's like a lot of steps probably to get it implemented. Can you talk about the whole implementation
Well, it
process?
started with an interview with Shelley Reyes out of Children's Valley Hospital. She was gracious enough to spend an hour and a half of her time on the phone with us, which really was a great conversation. She talked about how the program was implemented, education to the staff. She gave us a lot of good ideas and pointers about starting the program. So kudos to Children's Valley Hospital and Shelley for helping us. Our program is based on George's Pass out of the hospital in California. So once we discovered all the pieces to that, we built the intake form. The intake form will be looked at by our pre-admission testing department, and on that form, it gives you individualized ideas and thoughts from the patient or their family member to tell us how to best care for these patients. That is really the key to providing the best care to this patient population.
That's great.
So we had to build the intake form. We had to provide education for our staff, so all of surgical services is where we're going to pilot this program and our pediatric unit. So there's been a lot of pieces in our EMR. There's been some education pieces. Getting the committee together and choosing that committee to represent this program was a job. So I think we're getting there.
One word that you said that just stuck out to me was individualized, and I think that's really key when it comes to helping patients with autism spectrum disorder.
Sure, and I think it's true for every patient. I mean, certainly when you look at a chart and you say someone has a heart condition or someone has dementia, those things are things that you really need to read before you enter that room to know how to care for that patient. So the same thing for this patient population. Special needs, developmental disabilities. It's very important on what triggers them, things that we can do to comfort them, because it's a moment when people come in for surgery.
Right.
So
I really liked hearing about the book that that is going to walk the children through the whole process before they even get here, and there's more than just the book as well,
yes.
right? They can.
So Casey Paul was really the leader on the book as well as the video,
My name is Casey
and
Paul.
it walks the patient and their family and loved ones through the hospital for their full experience of through our front door to the time that they leave. So that video, it will be on our website, and the book, The Social Story, will be on our website as well. We hope to create the book and give it to surgeon offices. We're going to have a bag there that has the book in there and some paperwork that's going to explain what's going to be happening. And we can give it to this patient population so they have it ahead of time, because I think a lot of people have anxiety about surgery, and some developmentally disabled children have anxiety over surgery. So if they can see every step that's happening for that day, I think it really takes some of that anxiety away.
Right. And especially if it's children, I'm assuming their parents will be really grateful for all that additional information as
we
well.
do want to start touring if the family and the patient would like to come and see our surgical suites and walk that path. We can certainly do that. We're also going to offer a loved one to come back until the patient's asleep, which I think really comforts patients and children to see that face of someone that they know when they're going to sleep and also when they're waking up.
Right. Sounds like a really big project to undertake. How does the staff feel about it? I mean,
They're thrilled.
Benefits?
I think it's, healthcare professionals always want to do what's best for their patients. So I think this is just another patient population that I think has been, I don't want to say underserved, but I don't think that we've really thought about the individualized care that's required to take care of this patient population. So there's excitement across all of surgical services that, first of all, we're the pilot department, and we want to do what's best for our patients. But I think the education, the knowledge, people are very excited about it.
Mm-hmm. How will a patient be identified that is through the Levi's Link program?
So right when they enter into the hospital, we will have Levi's Link put on our surgery schedule. So that patient will be identified right when they walk through the door. We don't want these patients waiting, so we're going to take them immediately up to our surgical area. They will be immediately brought back to their pre-op bay. They will be identified by an icon or a logo that we created, Levi's favorite animal, which is a lion. It obviously has the puzzle piece, the indicator for autism. And so when you approach that patient's room or you approach that bay, you know right away that this patient has some sort of developmental disability. And it's very important for that healthcare provider to look at the intake form, which tells them more about the patient and how to care for that patient.
If someone watching today wants more information about the Levi's Link program, is it available?
Yeah, you can go to our McLaren website. There's a Levi's Link right there. You can hit on Levi's Link. Once you get into there, our video will be there, our social story. We're going to have links to our 5K 1 mile walk at the gravel pit in Jetto. We're thrilled about that, and thanks to Megan and her family for making that happen. All the proceeds to that race will come to our Levi's Link program, so we're thrilled.
Well, it's been great learning about Levi's Link and how it really came from one mom's idea of, improving her own son's life and really impacting others too. So it's great. Thank you so much.
We're just thrilled that it's happening.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing today.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you for watching McLaren Port Huron Today's Health. If you have questions about the program, you can call us at 1-800-228-1484 or email us via our website at www.mclaren.org/phcontact. You can order a copy of this video and access reliable health information through our website at mclaren.org/PHTH. As always, tune in next week for Today's Health. Today's Health is brought to you by McLaren Port Huron. McLaren Port Huron, doing what's best.